baby. What is up, everybody? Happy Wednesday, hump day. Hope everybody's having a good week out there. Had a good Wednesday. Had a good middle of the week. You know what it is on Wednesday for people on Twitch that are just now tuning in or just now seeing us for the first time. Wednesdays, we do our NFL predictions. We'll look back at the predictions we made last week, and then we will take a look ahead at the week go ahead. So we got week 12 this week. We're going to be breaking down front offices around a little bit late, so we're going to try to push those off as long as possible. But we may have to start those. We may have to start them without him, and then the ones that maybe we don't do with him, we will just have to. We'll just have to get him to text those to Dale because, usually the predictions are always the longest part of the show. So we always try to get through those a little faster than and no matter what, just never seems to happen. So we'll get to those here in a little bit. We'll get to week 12. We just had Cy Young announced. So we'll look at the two Cy Young winners. So we'll talk about that here in just a second. We're going to take a look at the top 25 semifinalists of the NFL Hall of Fame. So we'll scroll through those guys and kind of get a look on those. Those were announced today. And then, somewhere at the end, we'll take a peek at the Winter Classic jerseys that were announced. Both of them look pretty good. Like both of them. I actually like Chicago's more. Yeah, I like the Blues a lot. I like Chicago's, dude. I can't believe I like Chicago's, but Chicago's looks good.
I seen them on Twitter. Hi Twitch. This is not the best way to see me. I am fighting a cold and I sound like somebody just punched me right in the larynx. So deal with it tonight. But both Winter Classic things look really sharp. Like I would agree with you. The Blackhawks one looks a little better, but I would wear both of those and not have any problem.
Yeah, I agree. They're pretty sweet. So this time around, we're playing in Chicago. Last time around, the Blues played. They were here in Busch Stadium. Really good game, actually. I was actually at that game. Got the chance to go see a Winter Classic. Very, very cool. So anybody that's thinking about going to Chicago, I know I got a few people that are thinking about getting tickets. It'd be good times. Probably going to be super expensive, but those things are pretty once in a lifetime. So, and Blues Blackhawks, what a great rivalry. So, actually, we'll just pull this up real quick.
We are already here.
The reason I said we were going to look at him last is because I had him pulled up, and then I fucking accidentally exited out of him. So I was like, you know what? Cool. But let's pull them bad boys up, eh? So, well, actually, let's watch the... I know they've got videos out. Let me see if I can find the two. Because I do believe that they had. Oh, yep, there's the announcement one for the Blues. So here's the Blues one. Let's pull this one up. Looking back at me.
Mm-hmm.
God, I found some video of some guy singing Crossfade, and what a terrible fucking song. But now it's stuck in my head. All right, so here's the St. Louis Blues, baby. Look at them. I love that. I think they're sex. A lot of people were like, damn, no blue note on the front or blah, blah, blah. Kind of looks plain on the front. I think that looks old school as fuck, and I love it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Like sometimes just being that clean and crisp is what is more important than something fucking fancy.
Especially a game like this. So it's at Wrigley. So what a cool fucking look at the background in Wrigley, the sick ass brick wall back here. Got the little Wrigley signs peeking through the 400-yard mark. Sick. Pitching is so sick. Dude.
Like you just have to do those things right. You don't have to do anything ridiculous. Just be clean, crisp. Like that's a good jersey.
Dude, that is a sweet fucking jersey. What up, Peppers? How we doing, sweet lips? Culpepper said today, he said, I'd never wear anything that said St. Louis across it. I was laughing. I didn't reply to it, but I was at work. I was up on a ladder when I read it, but I was like, dude, that's so funny when he said, he's like, I've never wearing no fucking anything with the St. But yeah, they are good looking jerseys. And I've never been a fan of a Blackhawks jersey, but boy, these things are fucking sweet. of both of them. All right. Look at Bedard, dude. Connor Bedard looks like he's like 12.
Yep, he does. So what makes those Blackhawks jerseys, I think, even better is like the old school like tan hockey gloves. I don't know why it just ties the jersey up like so tight.
Yeah, they're fucking sick, dude. Like these are a beaut, boys. Like I am not a Blackhawks guy, and I usually don't think their jerseys are that good looking. But man, it's a good looking jersey, boys. Here, I'll get a little still shot of it for you. I like them. Yeah, the gloves are sick. The gloves are nice. Obviously I love the. I don't think the Blues have the tie up top, which kind of sucks because I always think that those are my favorite jerseys, the ones with the laces up top. I think those are always
Yep.
I think those are the tightest ones. Those are the most old school throwback looking jerseys.
They just be a good game on Christmas Day or New Year's
I don't know
Day.
if I
Sorry.
like the only thing I don't. Do you like that they made the T look smaller than everything? It's still like a capital T though too. That's what's kind of weird.
I'd never noticed that. That is kind of, yeah. You think if you're going to do it, you do the whole thing in that. I never noticed that. Look at you paying attention.
I noticed it earlier today, and I'm like, damn, does that look kind of funky? I don't know. I mean, in part of me thinks that does kind of look old school. Like, maybe that was probably done on purpose, obviously. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they did that. Like, it's kind of weird that it's a capital T. It's not lowercase, but they've made it small as shit. I don't know. Super weird. But yeah, I love these, dude. I think they knocked these out of the park.
Yeah, you know what? You could do funky things for third jerseys during the season, but you got like one of those one-time jerseys. Classic is easily the best way to go.
Yeah, dude. I agree 100%. Dude, those things are they're a goddamn beaut. So, looking forward to that game. Anytime Blues Blackhawks get together for anything, I love that. So, love to see it. So, all right, let's move on here. That was just front office did say he should be here, so we're gonna see. We'll play this by here. But all right, let's get into some news that happened today. Like some real news. Cy Young. Right before we got on here, Dale. Right before we hopped on here today, we got Cy Young announced. I found, I went back today. I was like, damn, I saw that. So Tariq Skubal, obviously, which I'm kind of disappointed. I'm not really surprised that Tariq Skubal won it. I am kind of sad that Class Safe, he finished third, which I thought, I don't know. Like, if there was ever a time that a reliever or a closer could have won Cy Young, it was this year, and obviously, you can't hate on it for Tariq Skubal. Shout out to him. Great year. And then obviously the Braves, Chris Sale, who had a hell of a year. I think he's like 35. I think Chris Sale is like 35. So, him and Verlander are out here keeping it alive for these older folks, especially Verlander. Didn't Verlander win one like a year ago, 2 years ago?
Yeah, Verlander won at like 38 or 39. Yeah.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
We have a Tinkles in the house.
What's up, Tinkles? How we doing, sweet lip?
I'd bark, but I might like you might put
actually
me down.
Do a cough fit.
Yeah, exactly. So that isn't good. Yeah, Franks, I'm playing hurt. I'm playing hurt tonight, boys. He
was chain smoking cigars after that 4-1 night last night, dude. He fucking went to the titty bar and started chain smoking stogies.
You want to know what the most frustrating part of going 4-1 is? That the one I missed that they lost by like 35 points.
Yeah, that was a rough one.
Oh yeah, that one was just like totally wrong right off the bat, and it's like, oh well, I fucked up.
He says, "Yeah, this is Dale's flu game. Dale's about to push through this like Jordan flu game. Yeah, Fran's been sick for the last couple. Yeah, since Thursday. I remember he told me over the weekend he wasn't feeling good. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, this right here, like this, Chris Sale, old guy, winning it, 35 years old, pretty cool. But I was looking back. I saw that they were both left-handers. So this little tidbit right here, this is a Pushing Mongo special. This isn't, Jeff Passan didn't tell us this one, boys. This isn't some shit that we told, read on the old Bleacher Report. This is getting your knees dirty, getting your elbows in there, dude. Pushing Mongo homework here. I said 2 left-handed pitchers. I'm like, dude, that's kind of odd. I'm like, when was the last time 2 left-handed pitchers won Cy Youngs in the same year? So sure as shit, your boy found a list went back and did all the looking and did all the homework, and sure as shit, it's been 22 years since that's happened.
All right, so I don't know the answer to this. So 22 years would be 2002. Okay, so I'm gonna guess. So Randy Johnson would be the lefty, I think, because Arizona won the World Series that year. So I think Randy Johnson's the National League.
Yep.
My mind went to Andy Pettit, but I don't think that's right. Lefty American League when I graduated high school.
Damn. 02?
02, yep. I graduated in 2002.
Woo!
I remember watching Game 7 when Mariano Rivera blew the greatest closer of all time, blew Game 7. And Randy Johnson, who threw 120 pitches the night before, came in and pitched the 9th and 10th inning.
Dude, Randy Johnson was the true unit.
Could you give me the team so I could maybe figure this out? It's not Andy Pettit, is it?
No.
Okay.
Oakland.
What team?
That's going to give it away.
Barry Zito.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't say. As soon as I said fucking Oakland, I'm like, that has to give it away there.
Yeah,
I mean, you're talking
Barry Zito.
Barry Zito, baby. And people forget about old Barry Zito, dude. Barry Zito was a fucking heater, baby, like in his prime. And then he was nice in San Francisco too, right? Didn't he go to San Francisco and ball there too? Did he win a World Series there?
Yeah, I think he was part of one of those World Series when the Giants won all of them.
Frank says, what's Cy Young? So Cy Young is best pitcher in both. Basically, Cy Young is the best National League pitcher, best American League pitcher. So each league gets their own Cy Young, gets one Cy Young. So Tariq Skubal from the Tigers won it this year, who, very well deserved it. Tariq Skubal fucking pitched his ass off this year. And Chris Sale, I think I read something earlier that he's the first Brave since I forget what
Greg Maddux?
John Greg Maddux, maybe. It might have been something like that. It's now my sister's calling me, so obviously hold on. Let me see if I can. Let's see.
There is a stat.
I swear I read this earlier.
That I'll have to find it for sure. But like Greg Maddux threw to like 17 or 18,000 batters and only had like 33-0 counts in his entire career.
Tom Glavine.
Oh, Tom Glavine. Interesting.
That's who it was.
Third of those three. Interesting.
Dude, 98.
Wow.
So
that year, long. Wow.
That year, dude, he had what do you think his they don't say it was it, but he had the lowest ERA. I'm going to see what his ERA that was. So it says his ERA was the lowest for a Braves left-handed pitcher in the expansion era. So let's see what Tom Glavine 1998 stats.
Oh, going to Baseball Reference, my favorite thing in the world. I get excited when I have to go to Baseball Reference.
Here we go. Hello?
Hello.
Oh, hold on, I'll be right back.
Oh, yeah, no worries. Yeah, so I didn't know that Skubal won it. I did see that Chris Sale won it. It's actually kind of, Chris Sale had Tommy John surgery and was really struggling. There's people that were writing him off, myself included. So I'm very big into fantasy baseball, and I was not going to touch Chris Sale with a 40-foot pole this year, which means I'm totally wrong, but that's okay. It's It's good that he's coming back and everything's good. So, if you see me looking over, we have one of the three Mongo money lines is Maction. Great time to walk back in. Hey, I know you haven't checked the Maction score yet, but it's at the 2-minute timeout, and it's 7-0 Toledo.
Oh,
When
baby, let's
you
fucking
when
go.
when you bet the under, that's exactly what you want. Oh, you guys want to run a fake punt and get a first down at midfield and then punt it 3 plays later? Please do so. Cough coming.
1998, his ERA was 2.47. 1998.
Wow.
He was 20-6 that year. He started 33 games that year. Yeah, it's a good year.
Tom
He
Glavine
won
did not.
MVP.
Yep, and Tom Glavine did not throw a hard fastball. I bet you Tom Glavine's fastball had to max out at 93. Probably like 92 or 91.
Dude, Tom Glavine was a beast, dude. That's, I mean, in 98 too. I mean, that's like, those are good numbers, dude. 229 pitches, innings pitch, 220. How many home runs? 63 home runs, or 13 home runs. Not bad. Only walked 74 guys. Yeah, I mean, that's cool. But yeah, shout out to to Chris Sale, man. I mean, that's pretty sick that Chris Sale was, at that age, and like Tingle said, he had so many injury issues, dude. And like, Sale, I feel like he's missed years. Like he's been, he's had some pretty big injuries. How many has he had? More than one? Tommy John.
I think he's only had one, but he was so dominant with the White Sox, and then he kind of it fell apart is not the right word, but he struggled some in Boston, especially the past couple of years, and then had Tommy John. Like when you left there, was telling everybody I'm huge into fantasy baseball, and there wasn't a fucking hope in hell I was touching Chris Sale with a 40-foot pole this year, unless I got a monstrous discount because 35-year-old like coming back from Tommy John,
35. Yeah,
prove
few
it.
guys
Prove
can
it.
do that. Few guys can do.
So,
I mean, like I said, Verlander's obviously been hot. He's been keeping it alive for the old guys. But few guys like Chris Sale, he's going to be one of those guys. It seems that's just going to probably pitch till he's 45 years old. I mean, and Verlander's still looking good. I mean, even when Verlander's getting hurt, and I think didn't he miss a good amount of this year?
Yeah.
But like when he's on the mound, he's still he's still Justin Verlander, and it's just like how
and he's also finding a way to invent himself too. Like obviously the velocity's down, but now he's becoming more of a pitcher. He's using his stuff, and his 95 still plays, but yeah, he just doesn't gas it by everybody anymore. So that's how you got a great one.
Yeah. So shout out to these guys, man. Tree Scooball, Chris Sale. Like I said, and it's cool. Like 2002, 22 years since we've seen something like this. Two dominant left-handers winning a Cy Young. That's pretty cool. And like I said, shout out to Barry Zito, man. I read that earlier, and I'm like, man, every time I read a name like Barry Zito, it's just like you kind of get like it's like you just get so much. What's the word? Nostalgia. You just get like it's just like man. What a guy. And I think he kind of gets forgotten sometimes around, when you talk about dominant pitchers. And I think Barry Zito was the curveball that Barry Zito had back in the day. Filthy. Absolutely filthy.
That thing was just devastating. He could basically just tell you he was going to throw it, and you couldn't hit it at times.
Dude, I'm going to see if I can, let me see Barry Zito. I just typed in BAR, and it said Barry Zito curveball. They just knew. That's what we want to watch.
Yes. It's the best when their knees buckle. They think it's coming at their head, and then it's in the strike zone.
and then it just lands dead center of the plate. Look how nasty that thing was.
And that's the other thing with Barry Zito too. Like he had a lot of moving parts going on with that swing, like the monster high leg kick, and oof.
Dude, he was so fun to watch. Like, and again, this is like early 2000s, like mid 2000, like, this is, you see guys now. Emmanuel Clase, who I was just talking about, he has a slider that's like 93 miles an hour. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know you don't know it's a slider until it's like coming through the zone and breaking. You don't. It just looks like another 100-mile-an-hour fastball, and then it breaks. And it's just, that nowadays there's so much nasty shit in baseball as far as just like skill and just, guys that can just come in here and just throw. It's obviously advancing, baseball. It's a sport always going to advance. But, Barry Zito, that curveball, man, that was, if you put this Barry Zito in a game today, he's still going to strike out 10 guys, and he's probably going to fucking whiff 4 or 5 guys on this right here. I mean, that thing is
absolutely like that is a timeless pitch.
Dude, what a fucking pitch, dude. Shout out to Barry Zito, man. What a guy. Glad we could bring up Barry Zito here today. And Tree Skubal. Like I said, I don't want to leave out Tree Skubal. But I do think that I don't know who got second. But I don't know who the fuck could have got, Clase finished third, which is crazy. Dude, Manager of the Year came out yesterday. And it was obviously shout out to fucking Stephen Vogt, first year, manager of the Guardians. But the guy from the
Brewers,
who's the other guy Brewers that won? Did you see that Ali fucking Marmol got a vote from the Cardinals?
No
got
way.
One Manager of the Year vote. Like,
oh, that's
why?
outstanding. Why is the correct response?
Like, what the fuck? How about that stuff? How about that staff of Glavine, Smoltz, Maddox, and Avery? Like, yeah, the Braves in the what was that, late 90s, early 2000s, right?
Yep.
I mean, obviously 98 with Glavine, but yeah, late 90s. Bro, it's unhittable, dude.
It's amazing to think how good that team was for so long, and they only won one World Series in that time.
Yeah, it reminds me of the late 90s Cleveland Indians, dude. Remember how good they were?
Yep.
You know what they have? Nothing, dude. Nothing to show for it. Fuck.
Fun question, because I just randomly thought of this. What is like that when you said nostalgia? If I had told you to name one Cleveland Indian from the past, like nostalgia, I thought of Carlos Baerga right off the top of my head.
I'm gonna, funny, who the first person when I think of, and it's funny, like, because obviously, like, there's so many other Cleveland. Well, Jim Thome is probably the first guy I think of, but like, when I think of, it's so funny. Like, I had, who one of my favorite Indians was growing up? Travis Hafner, dude.
Oh wow, nice.
Remember Pronk? Travis Hafner, guy could just strike out all year long, but when he hit the fucking ball, that motherfucker went, dude. Like, Travis Hafner was the guy. But yeah, dude, them late 90s or mid 90s, late 90s Indians teams, dude, just straight up nasty, and they just couldn't. Fuck, dude, they just couldn't. So yeah, that's terrible. But yeah, the Braves. I mean, but Glavine, Smoltz, Maddox, Avery. That's got to be a top 5 all time
staff. Yeah, that's an interesting. Man, there's an interesting question. Like,
yeah, maybe we need to do that. We need to. That's a good thing. We should do that sometime. Talk about Seth Lugo second. Man, fuck Seth Lugo, dude.
Yeah, Seth Lugo had a good first. If the Cy Young would have been in the first half, Seth Lugo would have won. He just kind of petered out in the second half. He still had great numbers, but he wasn't as dominant as he was.
Yeah, dude. Seth Lugo is about 3.5 hour drive for me, dude. I will drive up to Kansas City and put him in a fucking chokehold, dude. So I will spread his eyes like this, and we'll just blow up Emmanuel Clase's 2024 stats in big, like, old man size 300 text till his eyes are fucking dry. Seth Lugo, get out of here. But shout out to, Seth Lugo did have a good year. But yeah, I really think that Emmanuel Clase could have maybe. Dude, don't wow me.
We don't mess around here, sir.
Yeah, we don't mess around right here, especially the Royals, dude. Fuck Kansas City, dude. They suck. From me being a Guardians fan and me being a Cardinals fan, because I don't know if anybody's ever been to Kansas Cade Smith did get a vote. Cade Smith should have gotten more votes, dude. Cade Smith's sick. I don't know if anybody's ever been to Kansas City, but before they won that World Series, whatever, so many years back, and then just literally dumped the entire fucking team and just went back into just into no man's land. When was that? When the fuck did the Royals win? 28?
20, yeah, I think 27. The Royals won. There's 27. It's 2016, 17?
Yeah, not 18 is what I meant. Yeah, 16,
17. Yeah, 2016, 17, 17, 18, one of those two.
Well, before that, dude, if you went to Kansas City, the only thing those fucking people, they are so proud of that World Series against the Cardinals that they fucking never should have won anyway, because that play at first really fucked everything up. George Brett was out as shit, and we really don't need to go there, but he was out. George Brett was fucking out, and they love that. They live off that, and it's just you just want to go there and you just want to walk in there and just knock everything off the shelf. You guys suck, dude. So yeah, they have a great ballpark. Kauffman Stadium is sick. So shout out to Kauffman. It is very pretty. And, Arrowhead, shout out to their state, but man, Kansas City. And I'm just such an anti-Chiefs guy, dude. I am so tired of the Chiefs. And, obviously since the Rams left, that's been the thing. Everybody here has adopted the Chiefs, and it's just no. So, all right. But Barry Zito, shout out to Barry Zito before we move on one more time, because, dude, give it up for Barry Zito. Did you look crisp today, too, dude? You look like you're in about 1080p today.
I'm back against the wall, the lights above me. If only I had a voice, we'd be on top of the world.
If only you had a voice.
I think I'm going to have to be streaming here more often than not.
Yeah, that's nice, dude. Looks good. Nice white background, too. Knocked everything off the shelf like an asshole cat. Yeah, just walk in there and just, kick stuff with my back leg. They're like, sir, what are you doing? I'm, actually up on the table on all four. 200-pound man. They're like, sir, can you get off that table? The table's wobbling. I'm just kicking shit across the room. I'm like, fuck George Brett, dude. Why don't you guys come down to Busch Stadium? Check out some real titles.
I would make fun of the Royals, but Jays fans live on nostalgia too. Yeah. If I said Toronto Blue Jays, a random player, who would you say? I just thought of Sean Green.
Good old Honestly, Sean Green. I always just think of Vladdy. Cavs kicking ass, the old one. Yeah, so Cavs kicking ass, but bro, dude, the list of people that are out in that game, I don't know if anybody saw last night, but the list of people that are playing, what a perfect game for a bounce back. John Olerud.
There's a good one.
John Olerud. Let's see if I can find the list of Pelicans. Dude, the Pelicans injury report today is crazy. Well, I mean, the Cavs don't have Darius Garland. They're missing all the players they were missing last night, and no Darius Garland. All right. So here are the players that are out tonight for the fucking Pelicans. What a perfect opportunity for the Cavs to bounce back. Zion, CJ, DeJounte Murray, Brandon Ingram, Herb Jones, Jose Alvarado, Jordan Hawkins, Trey Murphy. So basically, they went down to Wendy's and they started handing out fucking basketball shoes. And they said, if you can get these shoes on, if you know how to tie your fucking shoes, tie these shoes, come down to the stadium. We got a job. Basically, the entire starting 5+ is out. So great time. What a perfect chance for the Cavs to get a dub back. And last night, obviously, we were live for most of that game last night. They ended up losing by 3. Boy, Boston fans today, let me just tell you, the Boston fans today, they are acting like you'd think they just won game 7 of the fucking finals. Like, they're like, oh, you guys are so fake. We knew it. You guys weren't real, blah, blah, blah. You guys are fakers. You guys finally played a real team and lost. Bro, suck me. You guys fucking they shot 3-pointers at like a 70% clip last night. The Cavs were missing 3 of their most important role players. Darius Garland shot 3 of 21. 3 of 21. Donovan Mitchell shot like 2 of 11 from 3-pointer, and they lost by 3 goddamn points in Boston. So if anything, Boston fans shouldn't be looking at that going, Yahoo. They should look at that and go, oh, fuck. If we play these guys in a 7-game series, there's no goddamn way that they're going to shoot historically bad in 4 games. It's just not going to happen. So we need to get our shit together. So shout out Boston. Great play. Great game last night. They actually started whooping our ass kind of in the first, quarter and a half, and then they got it. After the first quarter, I'm pretty sure I was reading last night, I'm pretty sure we outscored them in every quarter after the first quarter. So, we got down big in the first. We looked very cold. Darius Garland, he was cold from the beginning of the game to the end. He was cold when they got on the bus. They had to turn the heat on. It was fucking crazy. They were handing out blankets because of how cold Darius was last night. It was fucking crazy. But, the fact that they play that awful and they lose by 3 is, whatever. So, shout out to, props to the Boston Celtics. Big win for them. I'm glad they feel good about it. But, 15-1. There's Cavs fans today. They're like, oh, we're going to have a discussion after that. No, the fuck we don't. It is 15-1. Like, people are like, oh, exactly. Darius Garland again, or they go, oh, Evan Mobley only shot 8 times last night. They go, we need that. Yeah, there's a discussion we need to have. Bro, 1 game. We are 15-1. Pull up the standings. We're still 2.5 games ahead of Boston. Ty Jerome. Praise God for Ty Jerome, dude. If the Cavs win a championship this year, I will get Ty Jerome tattooed on my ass, dude. I swear to God. Because he has been unreal. It's unreal. So shout out to 27 points at half. Fucking what? What?
And you at 27. Oh, is this go?
What do I have to remember? Sorry.
No, you're good. Go with it.
No, you go. What do I got to remember?
Oh, I was gonna talk about the game last night that the Boston Celtics don't get up for a lot of games. Like that's not playoff games until later on in the season. So this Boston team was up for that challenge last night. Like they were.
Yeah,
they were ready.
They came into that ready.
Yeah.
They were treating that like it was legitimately a make or break game. Bitch, it's game 16.
Yeah.
So, whatever, dude. Yeah, oh my God. Look at oh my God. 27. He is plus 14. He is shooting a 70% clip right now, boys. 7 of 10. You are so right. 7 threes. Oh my goodness. He's trying to drop 50. He might.
Pretty large.
Holy shit.
They only give up 70 in the first half. Jesus.
The streak is back, boys. You know it. Let's fucking go. We'll keep an eye on this. We are on Ty Jerome watch, ladies and gentlemen. So we will keep an eye on that. But all right. But next, before we get into our Week 12 predictions and kind of take a look back at Week 11, and or at least we'll get into our records from predictions. I want to take today the top 25 semifinalists of the modern era. They're calling it the modern era player semifinalists. So we're getting old, boys. We're getting old. We're starting to see some guys in here that we grew up watching. But the top 25 were announced today for the NFL Hall of Fame, headlined by one and only Eli Manning, which I do think is crazy that we're even today. They're like, is he a Hall of Famer? Yes, the fuck he is. If Eli Manning is not an NFL Hall of Famer, then I don't know what is. Like like, come on. I hated Eli his whole career. He's a fucking giant. But like, what, two or three?
Um,
What do you have? Two
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 Super
Super
Bowls.
Bowls. Four. I think he went to four Pro Bowl. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, is that even a question? It's unreal. Let me see. Let's look at some Eli Manning. I don't know what the fuck is it? Somebody's got the shower on or something, dude. It sounds like somebody is coming through the wall over here. Two-time Super Bowl champion. Obviously MVP of both of those, taking down Tom Brady. Walter Payton Man of the Year in 2016. Four-time Pro Bowler. Ring of Honor. Number 10 retired by the Giants. Bart Starr Award, Maxwell Award, Johnny Unitas Golden Arm. Oh, those are college. But he's got a longest touchdown pass. He's tied. He's got that 99-yard bomb. So I just think that, this guy right here is, to me, should be first ballot. But, I think some people, for some reason, there's this conversation. But it is wild to see these names, man. Like, we are getting to a point where, obviously, you've, for the last couple of years, you guys in the 40s, you guys have known these, you guys have had players that you've been watching. But this is kind of like, this is like the first wave of people that I really truly like watched. I feel like, like growing up, like, we've got Torrey Holt, greatest show on turf, Vince Wilfork, Fuck Hines Ward, one of the most overrated players in NFL history, Steve Smith, Luke Kuechly.
Antonio Gates was like the best tight end of
Undrafted
that
Antonio
era.
Gates.
Yep.
James Harrison,
Adam
Bolden.
Vinatieri is probably going to get in right away just because of what he did for the Patriots.
Yeah, I give Vinatieri in, Earl Thomas, Frank Taylor or Fred Taylor, Terrell Suggs. So out of this list, so how many make it? I forget how many make it every year. Is it 6?
I want to say 6.
Yeah, I think it is 6, 5 or 6 guys. So if you had to pick, so out of these guys right here, a lot of these names, I think you could pick more than 5 or 6 probably that can go in this year. But say you had to pick 5, 6 from this name, who are you taking from this list?
Manning, Vinatieri, Gates. Now this is where it gets interesting.
Yeah, who are you going to give the last 2 spots to? Because there are a lot of guys on here that I think could get in, or that should be,
I think underrated is Terrell Suggs. He was just so good with
so
the
good.
Ravens, but everybody thought of Ray Lewis. So I will say Terrell Suggs, and if I have one more crazy long shot, I would say Luke Kuechly. I think he was super underrated, but I don't think he'll get it. Like a Vince Wilfork or would get in ahead of him. I think even a Jaron Allen should get in ahead of him right now. But
so I'm gonna go. Yeah, Jared Allen be nice. I'm gonna go Eli. I think my number 2 is immediately Torrey Holt. I think Torrey Holt is fucking just unbelievable. So I'm gonna go Torrey Holt, Eli Manning. I'll go Adam Vinatieri because I think I do think he's gonna get in. I'll go Antonio Gates.
yeah, the last one's tricky.
It's either Wilfork, Reggie Wayne, or Fred Taylor to me.
Oh, Fred Taylor, interesting. He would have been a lot further down on my list.
I think I'll go I'll go Wilfork. I do think, and I think that's probably a safe bet because I do think that he'll probably be one of the guys I think so to get in, but I think that's a safe bet. But yeah, Vince Wilfork was just so dominant, dude. Patriot. Why? God, how many Patriots is that? Is that just 2 that we've just put in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two very important ones.
2 from the same era.
Yep.
That's insane.
Arguably one of the greatest kickers of all time and the most dominant nose tackle of his era.
He says, Ooh, Tingle says Eli Ward, Wayne Rodney, Harrison, Vinatieri, and Gates. Oh yeah, I guess we can put 6. Why are we? Let's pick 6. So we can each get one more. I guess there is 6. So who would be your 6th guy?
I'll go with Harrison. Rodney Harrison, sorry.
Rodney Harrison. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll go. Reggie for my 6th one for sure. Hines Ward to me. I mean, I'm not gonna. Hines Ward is so fucking overrated in my opinion, but
he was a gadget guy. He could throw a ball when they needed to.
Yeah, get fucking real, dude. I'll fight Hines Ward, dude, right now. Set it up. Set it up. I'll wear my Peyton Hillis jersey. I don't have one, but I'll go out and get one. I'll put on my Josh Gordon jersey, dude. Josh Gordon should be in. They should make a wing for Josh Gordon.
I'm going to grab a glass of water. I think I need one.
Just give me a second. Sir.
Oh, that is stiff. All right. Let's get some water.
I think guys like Steve Smith, Luke Kuechly, like he said, Anquan Bolden. I think those guys, James Harrison, I think those guys are going to be guys that have to wait another go around, especially Luke Kuechly. Luke Kuechly was such a beast, but he was hurt so goddamn much that I don't know. I'm not really sure about that, but yeah, I'm excited. When will we find out? When do Josh Gordon? Yeah, I hear you. When do they pick? When do they pick NFL Hall of Fame? Oh yeah, Sunday before. So the Saturday before the Super Bowl. Okay, so yeah, so we'll know. That's right. Duh. So much fucking talent. It was ridiculous, dude. Josh Gordon is, to me, he might be one of the best receivers. I mean, dude, I don't even know. I mean, obviously, it's hard. You're gonna get hate for saying that, but he might be one of the best, top 5 best receivers in the fucking history of the game. What he did in 13 games, that year with dog shit quarterbacking is unreal. Josh Gordon might truly be the most talented receiver ever, and he just Megatron, but Josh Gordon just pissed it away. I mean, that guy. Has there ever been a better year than that year? What did he have in 13 games that year? I mean, like Josh Gordon, best year was stupid. It was in 2013. Yes, it was. So he had 10 plus catches, 200 plus yards, and at least 1 touchdown from each of 3 quarterbacks that year.
Wow. He
broke the single season franchise receiving record in the 10th game that year. And he missed, he only played. Let's see. Josh Gordon, 2013. So he played 14 games in 2013. Josh Gordon, 14 games, 87 catches, 1,600 yards, 9 touchdowns.
In 13 games. 13 games, correct.
14.
Jeez. 14, okay.
Wow. 1,600 yards. That's stupid. And then shout out to this little resurgence year down here when he did have a semi-good year that year with the Patriots. That was not, 40 catches or whatever, but 720 and 3 tutties, from a guy that was just missing, 5-5-1. The next 3.5 years were basically just suspensions.
That was the year in my fantasy football league we did bounties. and I had Tom Brady and Gordon before he basically won me my 2 bounties, and then I think I won 1 game the rest of the year. It was like
Dude.
Tom Brady and Josh Gordon paid for my league that year, and then I got to blow it all up. It was fun.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. That's the worst. I never got a Josh Gordon. I never had Josh Gordon in fantasy, unfortunately.
I
Never
remember
got to have that.
I got him stupid late because I was really in the roll of the dice. So, are we going to make this happen, sir? I see
Yeah, let's
the
make this
page.
happen. We're front office is gonna, he's just gonna have to catch up or whatever. Because I do got some shit I gotta. Actually, I mean, I'm not in a super big hurry, but I do need to.
Oh yeah.
Everybody at my mom's side of the family is blowing me up. So apparently there's some little incident going on over there. So it is what it is.
We'll bang it out.
Yeah, so okay, week 12. So week 11, people on Twitch. We had 4 people on Twitch earlier, dude. That was pretty neat. That was saying
Nice.
Megatron way better than DK. Thoughts? Yeah, Megatron physically, DK is obviously like, muscle wise, he's bigger, but Megatron was no doubt the bigger guy, right? I mean, Megatron was a fucking freak.
Like if you're Detroit, like imagine if you had Megatron right now with the Detroit team that they have. Like it was just like corpse after corpse of quarterbacks throwing to him besides Matthew Stafford or not Matthew Stafford. It is Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, Matt Stafford, yeah. Post was saying Megatron makes him look small. Dude, I bet he does. Standing next to him, wise, I bet Megatron does make him look small. Like I said, DK's a big dude, like muscle-wise and just fucking, buff the fuck out. But Megatron is, like, naturally just a giant. And, like, him playing, like, that's why, there's that photo of him catching the ball with 4 guys on him, in quadruple coverage or whatever it was. And, like, you see all those hands and you just see Megatron's hands.
Oh, they were monster. It was ungodly there. So, yeah. So, but week 12, here I will intervene and just go and say that week 11, somehow Dale and the front office went 10-3. Tingles decided to have a good week and not hate the Bears. It was 9-4. 9-4. Sorry. Excuse me. And Nick,
look at Vontae Burfict right here, dude. I had a rough week.
You went 5-9. Or do I have 5-9? I got to recount the. Anyways, it's the ballpark here. So I'm 35-23. You are 29-30 for the season. Front office is 32-26, and Tingles is even. You've been steady. You just had a very bad week. Yeah, you had a real bad week.
Yeah, I knew it. Dude, I knew the moment that the Browns had a quarterback throw for 400 yards and no turnovers and still lost the game by 3 scores that, yeah, my week was fucked. So, is what it is. All right, let's get into this then. So, Thursday night, tomorrow, funny thing, we got Browns are the worst team in one of the worst teams in football right now, and you motherfuckers have to watch them twice in a row on prime time. Love it, love it, love it. You guys get nothing out of it. They got Thursday night against the Pittsburgh Steelers, the most anticlimactic Pittsburgh Steelers game in the recent years, recent memories. FO had he had to go. He traveled. He had to go get a Christmas present for the wife, and he had to travel a little bit to get it. So he's trying to make it back in time. We'll see. So he should be here maybe towards the end. I thought he was going to be here earlier in this, but is what it is. But then again, the Browns play Monday. They have Monday Night Football against the Broncos. So today apparently was the cutoff to flex that. Yeah, isn't that great? So today was the cutoff to flex the game. They didn't get it done, or they didn't even attempt to. So that Browns, dude, 2-7, 2-8 Browns, back-to-back primetime games, baby. Putting in a dip ready to go. Yeah, no shit. But but we're fucking this is going to be sick, dude. So the Browns are going to be on full display for the world to see, right on time for NFL Hard Knocks to get there. We talked a little bit about that last night. So now they're filming. So now, like I said, we're probably going to get to see, our entire front office and just torn down and fired while on Hard Knocks. So you gotta love that. That is going to be sick. It's a really good time to be a Browns fan. Putting in it ready to go. Wait, what? I'm confused there, Tingles, big dog. But anyway, so let's get into this. So we'll get into so what okay, so do you think we need to talk anything about week 11? Anything stand out to you? Not really. That we haven't talked about in the last 3 days.
Nah, Texans were fine. Bills and Jets was a fun. Our Bills and KC was exactly what we thought it would be. The Jets Indy game was interesting, but we've talked about that. Quick 30 seconds each. Is Denver good? Bo Nix looked good on Sunday. Dale's scared he's going to have to use his squeaky voice and say that Bo Nix is a real quarterback.
Yeah, I like him. Fat finger the enter button. My phone, my fucking laptop took a shit. Yeah, no,
that was a very surprising result. I'm not surprised that Denver won that game. How they won that game, 38-6, was surprising.
Dude, 4 touchdowns. I think he only had 80% completion. The guy just looking great. I mean, I'm a Bo Nix believer. I think they're going this way instead of this way, so that's always good. And I think the other day, I think Zach Wilson's probably stoked to be a backup in Denver instead of being a backup in New York. So, and I did see that they were talking about the owner in September said that they should bench Rodgers or something at the end of September. I did see that. So what a dumpster fire the fucking Jets are, dude. But Rodgers is the problem there, so maybe they would have won a few more games if they benched him. Who knows? Who is behind him right now? Who the fuck is behind Aaron Rodgers?
Ooh, I couldn't even give you a guess. Also, I just seen a crazy stat in the Maction game. Ohio completed 4 passes in the first half, and they had 6 punts. Perfect for an under game.
Yes, sir. Tyrod Taylor. Shout out Tyrod Taylor, dude. Got fucked out of the job. They sacrificed Tyrod Taylor for the second coming of white Jesus, Justin Herbert. Never forget it.
Oh, right, yes.
Fucking drove a needle into his goddamn lung.
That is correct. I forgot about that.
Yep. See? I'm saying people can't forget about that. They literally tried to kill him so they can get Justin Herbert a chance in the NFL, but it is what it is. All right, Cleveland, Pittsburgh. I don't like this at all. Pittsburgh is fucking good. Pittsburgh is what? 9-2? Are they 8-2?
Something like that.
I want to say they're 8-2. Guys they just keep finding ways to win. Everybody thought they were fucked coming into the year, but Mike Tomlin is just that guy. Now they get, they've been looking good. The offense didn't look very good this past week. Chris Boswell's been having a fucking kicking year from just, out of this world. So, what is he, 7 for 7 or 6 for 6 or something last week? Just fucking crazy. So, this to me has it doesn't matter how bad the Browns are. It's always going to be AFC East football or AFC North football. If that you don't believe it, if you don't believe that, then just go back and look at the Ravens games. The Browns, one of the worst teams of football, but they always fucking show up for games like this, especially against Pittsburgh. It's in Cleveland, Thursday night game. Pittsburgh minus 3.5 is the score. 36.5 is the over under. Dude, call me fucking crazy here. I don't give a fuck, dude. No, you know what? Yeah, I'm calling it, dude. Cleveland's going to win this game tomorrow. Give me Cleveland plus 3.5. I'm just going to fucking drive my overall yearly record into the ground because of the Cleveland Browns, because I know I picked them last week. So
this is I think you're right on the Browns. I gotta talk this one out quickly because I haven't even thought about betting it on Thursday. If the Steelers just gave it all against the Ravens and now have a short week against a division opponent, and they're going to be battered. Browns plus 3.5. And if it's 17-14, they cover. I wouldn't take money line.
You're taking the Browns, huh? You're
I'm
feeling
taking the
it?
Brown. You have with talking this out. Yes, I think the Steelers are in for a bad last 5-6 games because they've got all these division games back to back to back.
Yeah, dude. And
They
you know
could be in for some trouble.
they're on the looks. I would tease Steelers in the over. Tingles took over. Teasing it gives me Steelers plus 3.5 and over 30.
That's the golden rule is not teasing through zero, but also that makes a lot of sense.
Wait, what? There's a golden rule. Don't tease what?
So it's like a belief that you don't tease through zero. There's no
What's
math
3-0?
behind it. So a 6-point teaser is taking the spread and moving it 6. So if you're Cleveland, you would move it up to plus 9.5, or you would move the Steelers down to plus 2.5. And the golden rule is you don't take a team through zero. But no, it's that's just people talking, and that's stupid long term stuff. So I wouldn't
It's just
worry
one of
about
those
it.
old. That's one of them gypsy rules, dude.
Exactly. But and Tinkles has got an over 36.5. I seen. I think he said, Tinkles, give me the over 36.5. Gun to
For
my head, I
sure.
would take the under. It feels like a 17-14 game. But in Nick, I trust. We're going down together or we're celebrating together.
Come
Yay,
on,
team.
Jameis.
Ben,
Come on,
come
Jabbo.
on, Truman. You can do this.
We're eating
Go.
dubs, bitch.
We're going to eat dubs and we're going to eat crab legs that we may
Yes,
or may not have bought.
sir. Let's fucking go. All right, Minnesota, Chicago. Let's get into Sunday. Minnesota, Chicago. Ew. Let's fucking okay. Philly not going to cover some. Oh no. I'm so sorry, boo. Philly who? Philly. 76ers. Yeah, that's so terrible. We did bet the 76ers tonight. We'll get into that here at the end. All right, Minnesota, Chicago. Minnesota favored by 3.5. Chicago, finally, fired the everybody, but fired the offensive coordinator. They still lost the game by a blocked field goal, blocked field goal. Caleb Williams looked good. The offense looked a little better. I still don't know if I like them. 7 suckers. Yes, dude, they are so terrible. Minnesota, I'll believe in Chicago once they get rid of the fucking the dictator running the place in Matt Eberflus because he is trash. So even though it's in Chicago, actually, call me cray cray. I did half unit on that one because no fade and sympathies. I would do Give me the under in this game. That's a small under, but I really 39.5 under 39.5. I really think this looks like just an ugly game. Probably going to be a little chilly in Chicago. It's starting to get cold here in St. Louis too. Going to be a little chilly in Chicago. I also heard there's a little bit of snow in the forecast for the Cleveland game tomorrow, so that'd be cool. But I do think that, I don't know. I don't believe in Chicago yet. I hope that Caleb figures it out. Still don't. I mean, Minnesota's 9-2. At some point, I'll believe in them. I guess Vikings hate the cold. Yeah. So I'm gonna go the under on this one, under 39.5. What about you, big dog?
You and me are 2 for 2. I like the under. I think I'm refusing to bet against the Vikings this week. But yeah, it feels like a 21-17 kind of game. That's going to flirt with the number, but I think this could be both teams punch each other in the mouth. So we're going to take the under.
Let's go, boys. What do we got on this one? Tingle's got Chicago plus 3.5. Love that. I love the confidence, dude. You never give up. Same thing with me and the Browns, dude. So Sunday night, we're both going to be sitting here looking at each other going, damn, we're both fucking dumb as shit because we both lost. We both put our faith in our teams again, and they're fucking took the L again. But who knows? Maybe not. Maybe we'll get it right this week. All right, Detroit, Yiddies, Detroit at Indy. Detroit coming off another, just straight up dogging. I mean, 2 points or whatever they scored last week. Just an absolute kick in the dick. The play calling is so much better week 2. Should have, yeah, for sure. I agree. there's not a team playing better than Detroit. Now, Detroit to me is probably the best team in football. I mean, the Chiefs are there. You can say the Eagles, whatever. But I think that the Detroit Lions are the 1B in that conversation. So, coming off Colts, the Colts just got that big win against the Jets. They outlasted the second half comeback by Aaron Rodgers. Anthony Richardson looked pretty good. Three touchdowns overall, 2 rushing, 1 through the air. I think Indy is still probably got 52-6. That was such an ugly game. My friend is new at betting. He's like, the Jags are plus 800, so I'll win a lot of money if they win, right? I was like, absolutely not. You better not take Jags money line. Who are the Jags playing this week?
I think that he was talking about the Lions last week.
Oh, yeah. Dude, so bad. He's taking Detroit -7. Yeah, I agree. I think Indy, even though they're at home, and I do think that they have turned the corner a little bit, and they probably do have a lot of, all the good stuff's probably ahead of them. I do think that we're still going to have streaky weeks from Anthony Richardson, and we're going to have that. Like, people need to settle down. He's going to have weeks. Not every week's going to be 3 touchdowns. He's going to have, and Detroit's a legit team, a legit defense that could make him look like a second-year quarterback. So, that with a second-year project quarterback. So, I agree with Tingles here. Give me Detroit. My over-under is 49.5 because they're expecting points in this one for sure. I could almost maybe think over in this one because I do think Detroit goes up, early, and Anthony Richardson is just heaving. So, but give me Detroit -7. I think Detroit covers this. They're the way better team, and I think they're going to come out and show it for sure.
Hear me out. What you said, especially the last comment, is correct. They're probably the best team in the NFL. They've shit kicked the Titans and the Jags the past 2 weeks. They play the Bears on Thursday, and thanks for the opener of Thanksgiving. I think this is a look ahead spot. I think that they're going to underestimate the Colts. I think they win in a fury late, but I like getting a touchdown with Indy. I don't know if I'm going to bet it, but I kind of it has a feeling that they're going to, if they lose this game, it's an out of conference. It has nothing to do with I have a weird vibe that Indy's live. So I'm taking Indy.
If you're going to embarrass
7.
anybody, embarrass Chicago on Thanksgiving. Save it up for Chicago and beat the fuck out of them.
That's kind of what I think. Like, I just think that they're just going to dipsy doodle through the game and do enough. And, they might win by 3. They might lose by 3 and be prepared for the weekend. And I'm ready to cough. So go Colts.
I could hear that one coming. All right, let's move on here. So Tingles and I go in Detroit. You got Indy. So New York, this is a fucking, just talk about a dog shit game here. New England, Drake May at Miami. At least Miami's becoming, at least Miami's fun to watch again, or to an extent. Miami is favored here by 7.5. The over under is 46.5. This is kind of the game. This is a game that I'm gonna look. I kind of feel like I don't know if I trust Miami that much. New England's not very good, but I don't know if Miami's going to go out, and they haven't really blown anybody out yet. They haven't, we haven't seen any of those crazy, 34-19 last week. So they did. I guess they did put up 35 points last week. I don't know. Part of me really wants to take New England plus 7.5. But yeah, give me. I like that too. I don't mean to piggyback him twice, but I don't know enough. I don't know. Miami could I'm going to say Miami can't win by 7.5, and they're going to win by 30. So give me the under on this.
What's the number? Sorry, under
46.5.
46.5. I don't know if you looked at the picks, Nick, but one of the two I've locked in is, I think I made my speech. I was so mad at myself last week that I basically sold the Dolphins and said they were going to cover the 7, and then I didn't bet it. I basically get the same thing again. I'm taking the Dolphins -7 or 7.5. It doesn't matter to me. They're going to blow the Patriots out.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. What did we get him at?
I
We got
think
him
I
at
got him at
7.
7. Yeah, because I didn't want to lay the 7. I thought the 7. I was never going to get 6.5, so I just took the 7 right there. And Frogs, I do not mind your teaser at all.
Yeah, when you're my DJ, I teased Dolphins +6, Chiefs +2, Commanders +3, and Lions +5.5. When was the last time the Lions won on Thanksgiving? Man, that's a good question.
Oh, they've had to won one lately because they haven't been totally awful. But yeah, I like the Dolphins. I have real money already on them, so go Fins and goofy coach. You just keep looking like you're a hipster.
Oh, wait. So they must have. Did they win last year? It says the Lions lost every Thanksgiving game since 2016 when they beat the Minnesota Vikings 16-13. That was November of 2023.
Okay.
So they had won like 7, lost 7 in a row.
Jeez.
Jesus Christ.
All right,
All right.
I gotta grab my charger and grab more water. So give me 2 seconds. Talk away.
All right. So next, we have also got a bet already for this one. So if you're on our Mongo money lines, we've already got a bet for this one in there as well. Tampa Bay at New York. We got it better than this. This is Tampa Bay -6. We got Tampa at -4, boys. So if you're not, look at Dale's cum shot on that wall right there. Look at it, just dripping down the wall right there. So if you're not fucking if you're not following Mongo money lines, like you're fucking up. Like we get these things locked in days in advance. Like we are looking at the day that's happening and looking ahead. So go follow Mongo money lines at fucking action, dude. We're always early. But we got Tampa at -4 here. Tampa at New York. New York sucks. They're making a quarterback change. I did see today that Drew Lock was confused on why he's not getting the start, which I agree. I told front office a couple weeks ago or a week ago, front office said he didn't think that Daniel Jones was going to get benched because they didn't have anybody else to go to. I said that they would go to Drew Lock. They definitely would. Bench him and they go to Drew Lock. And I was wrong. They go to Danny DeVito or Tommy DeVito, the number 1 Guido. And I am very confused by that. Drew Lock is confused by that. He said today he was disappointed in the decision. Whatever. I more or less, I think New York's probably trying to lose at this point. So maybe not put the guy that's going to go out there. And I mean, look, once you saw that clip of him singing Jeezy, we know who Drew Lock is. So, Drew Lock on the bench still. And fucking Danny Dimes QB4. I believe Big Perk was saying that due to a contract situation, or obviously like that's gonna make it easier for him to cut or whatever. But whatever. So New York, first game with DeVito under center. We got Tampa rolling in. They do get Mike Evans back, so that's going to be huge for Baker. Rashad White should be playing. I think Bucky Irving's playing. I think I said everybody but Chris Godwin. They should be healthy. Tampa Bay -6. Yeah, we got him at -4. Like I said on Mongo money lines, we've got this one at -4. So again, if you're not getting in early, you're fucking up. But we got him at 4. I'm still going to take him at 6 because I think that I don't care who the fuck's at quarterback for New York. Tampa Bay has still been hanging in there with the guys they've had, and now you get Mike Evans back. I think this is going to be a good game for Baker and the boys.
To double down on you, sometimes when I bet these games early, I do get better numbers. So I know sometimes it sucks tying up some of your roll on a game that's a week out or like 5 days out. But if you're going to get better numbers, it's worth it in the long run. So I would have probably taken Tampa up to like -8. So yeah, the -4 is a fucking gift, like for a closing line value. But yeah, I think as long as Baker doesn't blow up, Tampa should win. Oh.
All right,
And
moving on.
I apologize for all the coughing and all the and the cool voice tonight.
You're ruining the
doing the
show,
best I
Dale.
can.
Get the fuck out of here, dude. You've been muted. You've actually been muted this whole show.
Exactly. What a fucking loser. You're gonna bring him. We're gonna bring in Tane from the bullpen on Friday. Like he's
Dale.
already.
He
He's
says, "Look at
already
Dale
ready to
pushing through like a trooper, dude." Dale's the man, dude. Like Dale said today, he's like, "Is there anything else I can do? Let me know." I said, "Dale, you already do more than I do. It seems like so." You're big dickin'. So, all right, let's move on here. This dude got mesothelioma. Yeah, there's got to be a 1-800 number for that. LOL. All right, Dallas, Washington. This game right here, dude. I don't know. Divisional lineup. I'm divisional matchup here. Dallas is coming off another bad game. Cooper Rush sucks. We just went into it length last night how I think Trey Lance should be getting the starts, but it is what it is. Washington coming back home. What did they do last week? Washington is coming off of. They were on a bye. Were they on a bye? No, they weren't on a bye. No, they beat. They lost to Philly on Thursday. Yeah, they lost to Philly on Thursday night. That's right.
Yes.
So they're coming off a loss. Obviously. So are the Dallas Cowboys. Divisional matchup. Same rule goes here. I don't care. Obviously they just, this is back-to-back divisional games for Washington. So, and they lost the last one. Washington is favored by 10 here. I just don't like that at all. I don't. That's a huge number for a team that's coming off a loss. I know that Dallas is having quarterback issues and stuff like that, but Washington might come into this game pissed off because they just lost against Philly, but I'm going to go out on a rope here and say Dallas keeps this within 10. I think that, I think they can do that. And I'm with, Tingle says he hasn't scored over 28 in 4 weeks. Like Washington is kind of like, people like Jaden Daniels and these guys, they're kind of like, we talked about the other day, like they started hot. They're not bad. They're not doing bad by any means, but they've definitely leveled out a little bit. So I'm going to go Dallas plus 10 here. Over unders 45.5, by the way.
45.5. Good fucking Lord. I don't even want to think about this game. It's either I'm going to go the under. I can't make to pull out the front office's favorite phrase. Do not bet this game. Do not watch this game. I'm going to pull out the front off. Usually this is the game I'm fucking all over because if you know anything, I like the fucking the greasiest game on the board.
Yeah, you like the shit.
I'll take
for sure.
I don't. Why bet a sexy Sunday night game when you can bet the Panthers and Saints? Way more fun.
Yeah, that's a very good question, Dale. Very
good
question.
So I'm gonna take the under with no confidence.
All right, under 45.5. Moving on, another huge one. 2 back-to-back games, the 2 biggest spreads of the week. Now this one I think I can get down with. Kansas City at Carolina. They are 10.5 point favorites here. Kansas City. Now even though I said I can get down with that, over unders 42.5. I'm straight up going to go under here. I think Kansas City probably scores 27. 8, 28, maybe even 30. But I think like Carolina scores like 7. So Kansas City definitely could win by 10.5, but 42.5. I think Kansas City's gonna be doing all the scoring here. So give me under 42.5.
Also, with very little confidence, I think everything tells me to take the Panthers because I have problems. But I'm going to take Kansas City minus 10.5. I think they will bounce back and they will want to beat the shit out of somebody. And man, the Panthers are the perfect team to beat the shit out of somebody. So I'm going to.
What'd you take in the last game?
I took the under
so you did okay. I was gonna say, so you're not taking back. I was like, who are you to take? I mean, dude, that would be the most Dale thing in the world. Would be taking back-to-back 10-point spreads, dude. Oh, good. Yeah, I'm very proud of you.
There's times where I hear it and I'm like, God, I got problems. But then there's times where like, nah, I'm quite okay saying. You remember like week 1 when I'm like, man, Panthers are going to be great. They're going to like not be as bad as we thought. And then it's like, oh, damn, fuck. There was like 4 weeks in a row where I was betting the Panthers. Oh, God. Bryce, there's a topic for another day when we on a slow sports day.
Tingle's taking the Panthers or the over, not the Panthers,
The
but
over.
he's taking
Yeah,
the over. He thinks the Panthers are going to score. Man, Bryce Young is, like I said, Bryce Young legacy game, dude. If Bryce Young beats the fucking Chiefs this week, dude, like I hope he like straight up like pulls his dick out on the field, straight up, like he would deserve it.
Oh, we're going to be in good shape with this. We've got a couple seconds to like. When are the Panthers going to be good?
Not
Like
anytime
they
soon.
just. I know another front office's thing is bad teams, bad franchises make bad decisions. I don't think Bryce Young was a bad decision. I think Bryce Young walked into a fucking horrendous situation that I don't think
Yeah, I mean that's
Peyton
just a bad
Manning could have
franchise.
succeeded in. Like, yeah, exactly.
They don't
Like,
know what they're doing at all. Panthers are actually
oh no, look,
stockpiling picks.
that is correct. Because they got all the stuff for Caleb Williams. So, but the great thing is that you can have all the picks in the world, but if you can't draft and develop them, they're just bodies. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I think we're a couple years away from seeing the Panthers be good.
that might be another fun conversation to deep dive in down the road too. Because I'm
Yeah, no,
actually
I agree.
fascinated by the Panthers because the Panthers are
Yeah,
just this under the radar team that
I
is
like Bryce
so
Young,
bad.
so
But I like Bryce Young too. I think he's got a chance to be good, but I don't think he can succeed there because Tom Brady couldn't succeed there in his
yeah,
prime.
no, yeah, I agree. All right, let's move on here. We got what about 5 more Sunday games? Panthers are I just read that. But yeah, the picks. We will deep dive the Panthers. We'll go through their picks and stuff. Because like I said, I forgot the load they got for Caleb Williams that we have. We'll go through that for sure. All right, Tennessee and Houston. So Tennessee sucks. Houston is coming off the Cowboys win. Houston is, even though they won and Houston is, above 500. I definitely think this is another team that I feel like is kind of like, maybe not leveling off because I think everybody, the defense is playing out of their minds right now. They're playing great. But CJ Stroud, it's hard to say sophomore slump because he's not having a slump by any means, but I do think he is having more pedestrian games and more like human performances than he was before. And he's not really. I mean, Bryce Young, or CJ Stroud stepped into this league last year, just made it his bitch. And I think maybe it's leveling off a little bit. I think maybe defenses are catching up. They're scheming for him now. They know what they're trying to do over there. And so I don't know if Houston -8 worries me. And and even Dallas, like this game, the other night, like they won big, but the game before that, they looked kind of rocky. And CJ still, I mean, Joe Mixon was the star. Was it Sunday, Monday, whenever they played? Joe Mixon 3 touchdowns. The guy's just been eating all year long. So, but they're -8 against Tennessee. Tennessee is, I don't what the fuck did they do last week? Tennessee, I forget
Oh, they
seeing.
were
Oh yeah,
the
23. They lost by 10 to the
they're
Vikings.
the Vikings. Oh, we don't want to talk about that Tennessee game. That one still hurts a little bit.
Oh yeah, I forgot we had that one. Yeah, we won't talk about that one. But yeah, we did lose that bet last week. Tennessee, we had some faith and they fucked us. So fuck you, Tennessee. I'm gonna go under here again. I mean, we're taking a lot of over unders this one, but I think Houston can score. I don't think Tennessee's gonna score. Will Levis sucks. So I'm gonna give me Houston -7.5. Mixon is a fucking beast, and Nico knocked the right. Dude, Nico, that touchdown being called back was sick. So it's Houston -8. You want to take that still? You still got Houston minus. You want to take Houston -8?
It could be around to Houston because I'm not betting the Titans. So I'm going to take Houston -8 as well. I think you're right though, Nick. I think he isn't slumping, but the bar was so high, and now coordinators have got time Time to
Hey, by
figure
the way, it
things
is
out.
7.5 now. By the way, it did move.
All
Houston is
right,
7.5 now.
and this
I
is
just
why
had to
Dale does
replay.
everything in this is why Dale does everything in pencil because he's old school. I think would it not surprise you that they're going to get the Steelers or Ravens in the wild card round and get shit kicked? And this is coming from a Texan fan. Like wouldn't surprise you at all because right now, if they're the fourth seed, they're going to get either the Ravens or the Steelers.
Well, I have no faith in the Ravens come postseason time, and I fuck the Steelers. So, the Steelers are kicking 6 field goals a game. So, they're 3-0 in games. They have 3 games where they haven't scored touchdowns, and they've won all 3 of them. It's disgusting. So, honestly, I think Houston. I would go Houston in those games. Maybe not the Ravens, but I think the Ravens are until the Ravens can show me they can win the playoffs. I don't want to care. Stroy got his boy Nico back. I think he really missed him. Absolutely. And I think I said it a minute ago, but that long pass that got called back was atrocious. Nico's such a beast. I didn't mean to cut you off a minute ago either. Sorry, that line just moved, and I knew that my dumb ass would forget.
It's all good. No worries. Hey, we don't have a delay anymore. It's like works really well. This is great.
It works really well. And then front office is going to show up with 1 minute to go, and everything is going to be fucked. I took under on that one, right?
You kind of went with both. So I wrote Houston, but do you want the under?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Make that. Yeah, let's go Houston under 40.5. Sorry.
Under 40.5. I don't mind that. That might be the better way to bet the game. To be brutally honest.
I think Houston scores. I don't think. Yeah, and I think fucking D'Amico Ryans is gonna eat Will Levis for fucking breakfast, dude. Like he's just gonna have them boys pinned back and ready to eat. So shout out to D'Amico, man. I always liked D'Amico, former Eagle, great guy. Glad to see he's pumped out there. And I love CJ Stroud, Ohio State baby. Let's fucking go. And I love Nico and Tank Dell. The over-under for these last 4 games are huge. Yeah, they are. I mean, for sure. And we've done a lot of over-unders, I think. I feel like I've taken majority of those. All right, moving on. Denver, Las Vegas. So Denver, we just talked about that a minute ago. Denver coming off that fucking huge win. Bo Nix, 80% completion, 4 tutties, no turnovers. Just beat the dick off Atlanta, which is crazy because, I think we talked about it a couple weeks ago. I think Atlanta, we all said, like, Atlanta's one of those teams you didn't want to see in the playoffs. Kirk's starting to get it together, and, like, they're kind of a scary team, and, boy, they have kind of hit the brakes on that. So, I don't know. They're kind of looking crazy. But Vegas sucks, too. Vegas is not very good. I don't even know who Gardner started this weekend. I assume he's starting again this upcoming weekend. Who knows? Brock Bowers is an absolute animal. I will say that. That guy is just an absolute, just cleans up. That guy is a fucking, just a dustpan, dude. So I love that guy. Denver minus, I don't fucking know, dude. Give me Denver -6. This is big. But I don't know. I don't want to take another over under. Part of me wants to take the under here. But if I'm gonna be a Bo Nix guy and I'm gonna believe in him, dude, then he's gonna have to go out, and if he can beat them the Falcons by 30, then he can beat them by 6. So
then that's
give me Denver.
That's Bo Nix believers together. Pushing
Mongo.
Bo.
Dude, I picked him up too. I picked up Bo Nix. Bo Nix was a fucking free agent in our Dynasty League like a month ago. And that first good game he had, I was like, dude, I think he might be legit. Picked him up in our dude, my quarterbacks in our Dynasty League, right? I am so set in Dynasty right now. I've got Joe Burrow, Jared Goff, so Goff's obviously the old head there, but Burrow, Goff, Caleb Williams, Bo Nix. I am
that is
so
a good
set.
problem to have.
Like, if Caleb and Bo obviously can both be great for the next 10 years, Burrow's still got lots of time left, and then Goff obviously has just been Jared Goff. So good problem to have. Yeah, we'll all be Bo. We got a Bo leave, baby. We believe. Let's
Believe.
fucking go. Bo, 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 Bo,
Bo,
Bo,
bo,
Bo.
bo,
We got to
bo,
get Bo
bo.
Nix jerseys, dude.
Oh God, don't make me do that.
We can
I'm
be
just
Nix
starting to get on the
nasties.
bandwagon.
That's what we can be. Nix nasties.
Ooh.
We'll be his groupies, dude. Nix's nasties.
Until next week when the Browns are play Denver on Monday night. Fuck Bo Nix next week. Fucking
I've
with a
got my
barbed wire bat.
I've got my Bo Nix Browns jersey. Everybody's like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "Dude, get real. It's my favorite player." Which funny story. I went to high school with a girl that was a diehard Blues fan. Diehard Blues fan. I mean, like, didn't care about any other sport team probably ever besides the Blues. Diehard.
Yeah.
You know who her favorite hockey player was?
Steve Yzerman, I hope. Jeremy Roenick.
Worse.
Ooh, worse. Those are the two worst ones I could think of.
No, Todd Bertuzzi.
Oh God. Oh boy.
She had a Blues jersey that had Todd Bertuzzi. That had Bertuzzi on the back of it, and like she like made the newspaper once or something here once because they were like, "Who is this girl that keeps showing up to Blues games in a fucking Todd Bertuzzi
God,
Blues?" And it was when we
deuces.
had the third jersey with the Blues when they had the circle emblem, the dark blue one with the arch, and they had the ties up top. So she had this.
Yeah.
So yeah, she would be at Blues games all the time, and she always had the fuck. And she was like in the video, you know, like the hype video at the beginning and all that, like in her. I'm like, dude, this is embarrassing. Todd Bertuzzi, he killed a guy. He's a piece of shit. Well, not killed him, but ruined his life. That's for damn sure. But yeah, we can
Absolutely.
be Bo's broke backs. That's nice, but dude, Nix's nasties. Doesn't that just roll?
It
The
does roll.
Nix's nasties. Rico nasty. Rico nasty. Rico nasty.
Nasty. Likes it nasty. Speaking
Rico
of nasty.
All right, San Francisco, Green Bay. Is this what you're gonna say is nasty?
Yeah. This game looks good in theory.
Yeah, not good, dude. Green Bay, I don't know. Green Bay, San Francisco. We talked about San Francisco the other day. We all thought San Francisco was going to run away with the NFC this year. Or not run away with it. I mean, you know, obviously the Lions are there and Eagles, but we thought San Francisco was going to be one of the main, you know, factors in the NFC. 5-5 this year. Really up and down. I mean, they've lost Ayuk. Obviously, Debo's been in and out. You know, they've kind of, you know, and Brock Purdy's been caught by people who have come back from Earth. You know, Brock Purdy would be another guy that you could say has come back from Earth. They just lost to Seattle, divisional game against my boy Gino, 14-7 Ohio. What are we taking that one?
Just scored, but
under?
hey, doing okay.
Oh yeah, we're fucking
under
baby.
42 and a half or something like that.
All right, so under 47 and a half for this one. Yeah, we don't want overtime. Green Bay favored by 2 here. Green Bay's looking a little better. You know, they're back on the road, you know, are back rolling is what I can't even speak. Jordan Love, I believe he's the only person since like I don't know, there was a stat I was reading. He's like the first guy since like 2018 or something to throw a touchdown or an interception in all first of like the 8-9 games he's playing or something. So, he just fucked me up with that message. Now I'm looking at the Cavs score. Hold on. I'm going to get to the Cavs here in just a second because now I got to smile. So Green Bay, you know, they're rolling again. Christian Watson just had a monster fucking game. I think that anytime they can revolve Jaden Reed, Christian Watson, Dontavius Wicks, I mean, those guys are all good. And I think, you know, they all step up to the plate. Josh Jacobs has been nice. I'm going to take Green Bay -2 here. I think Green Bay is going to beat San Francisco. I think it's going to be a close game. I think they win by a field goal. But if it was 3, I would probably go the under here. But I'm going to go Green Bay -2 here. I do think they can win by a field goal.
Tingles wants Green Bay -2.
Damn, Ty Jerome's only got 2 points in the second half. They really told him to chill. George Niang's got 20. They're balling, though. I mean, Don's only got 10. He's just kind of chilling. Jared Allen, 16. Jalen Tyson, nice. He's playing 16. Some guy named JT Thor is playing. He's 4 for 4, 2 for 2 from 3.
Delightful.
Never heard of him in my life.
I don't have any reason why and will not bet it, but I'm going to take San Francisco +2 just because, like, is their season over? They're 4-6. Like, if they've got anything left, they're going to find a way to win this game. They've kind of owned the 49ers too for the past few seasons. So there's not a lot of confidence here, as you can hear, but 49ers cough coming. 49ers
Niners
+2.
Nice, dude.
Yep.
I like it. I mean,
Don't
San
like
Francisco
it.
can also play great anytime. So, I mean, that could be a good pick.
Yeah, no, it's a tricky game. Like, I won't have money on it. I think I could easily see the Green Bay winning by 10. I could see this game being close. So we're gonna go with it.
All right, Tingle's got what he went. He went. Give me Green Bay -2.
Green Bay.
All right, so another divisional game. Arizona, Seattle. Seattle coming off a win. Like I said, just against the 49ers. Arizona is coming off of a bye, so they did not play last week. So they should be nice and rested. They've got Arizona here -1, which is kind of surprising. So Seattle's kind of picking it back up, and they just beat 49ers. Maybe they're just thinking back-to-back division games. I don't know. The over-under is 47.5 here. I do think there's going to be some points scored in here. Part of me wants to take the over, but I'm going to take Seattle +1 here. I think Seattle's going to win this game. I think they're the better team. I really do. I think Geno's playing well. Ken Walker's my man. I think DK should be back, right? DK should be back. But I don't know. I just have not really feeling super strong on this one, but I don't trust Arizona really either. I think they did win did they win pretty big right before their bye week? I want to say before the bye week, they won pretty big, I want to say. Let me look. Week 10.
That was the Bears game?
Yeah, I want to say it was. Arizona played New York 31-6. They beat the Jets.
Oh, yeah. What's the total?
47.5.
Fuck.
It's like almost too high.
Yeah. I'm going to take the under.
Give me the over. Going to be a lot of points. Tingles. I was so close to taking it, but it's just a little too high. I don't know. Maybe not. Because I agree. I do think that this is going to be some point scoring on this one.
You said 46.5, correct?
47.5.
47.5. This is why I use a
Make
pencil.
sure it hasn't changed anymore. Yep, 47.5.
It's I think that I think if the Cardinals are almost like they have things that work together. Like, if the Cardinals win, they're going to play close. If the Cardinals lose, they're going to play a fucking arcade football game. And it's going to be 30, like Tingles just typed, like a 31-28 game. So I got to take the under. I'm just going to hope that they hang with them and they play a 23-20 game.
All right. Last Sunday game. Sunday night. We'll be live for this one.
Oh,
this is going to be a good
Dale's
one.
got to make a bet for this game. So Dale's
got to make a bet for this one, baby. So Philly Rams. We've had some good luck here lately on these primetime games as far as getting good games. I mean, the last week, that Bengals game looked like it was going to be a snoozer, and they came all the way back, and they still lose, but really good games.
One play away from ending our stream early.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, we were literally said if they don't score here, we're gonna end this stream and just get off because we've been live. We watched the Grey Cup. We've been live a while. Whatever. Sure as shit, they score, and it just took off from there. So thank God we didn't get off last week, and we stuck around and hung out for that. But this week, this should be a good one, man. Philly and the Rams. The Rams have been kind of getting healthy, and they're playing pretty well again. Puka is coming off a big game last week. against the who did the Rams play last week? Oh yeah, Miami
Patriots.
on Monday. They played Miami. They
Oh,
lost on
Miami.
Miami.
Yeah,
They
that's
lost to
right.
Miami. Puka had 98. Stafford looked good. So maybe it's 2 games ago. I'm thinking of Puka, but yeah, Rams coming off the win 20 or lost 23-15. Miami. That was an ugly game. Not really a fun game to watch. So they're gonna be looking to rebound. They're at home. Philly's looking fucking hot, dude. Philly right now is there's really not other than the Lions. There's nobody hotter than Philly in the NFC. They just dogged Dallas last week. They're favored by 3. Over under 48.5. I'm just not going to overthink this one. I'm just going to take Philly -3. I think Philly's the better team. I think Philly could win this by a touchdown. But give me Philly -3 for sure. I like Philly in this spot.
-3. I think you're right. Okay, I got to open up the Action Network to make sure I can get, because I'm going to be posting this afterwards. So I want to make sure I get a good, accurate number. Oh, we can also score during this because I've been watching the game. All right, first off, we'll go to odds. Sorry, everybody. And then NFL. And then I click on it. This is great, riveting streaming right here, isn't it?
It's all right. That's the best part about being live, dude. You can just take your time, bro. I was watching. I was on Twitch earlier, bro. I know that. Like, here's the thing. Like, we gotta take. I mean, at some point, this is gonna pay off, because like we're giving you good content here, fun show, good content we're giving here. I watched a guy yesterday sat on Twitch for hours. You know what he did? All he did was watch Kai Cenat Twitch or stream live on Twitch. He just sat in the corner and watched Kai Cenat's live Twitch stream. Had like hundreds of viewers. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Like, that is weird.
This is killing me. But
for the we're gonna take Philly -3. I can actually get Philly -2.5 as a consensus right now. My book has it at 3, but if I can get multiple books have it at that, I bet at that number. So
-2.5.
I will check my book.
That would be.
Yeah, I want to open up. I got to open up my book now. I'll take it at my bet 3. I'll take it at 3. I will not like try and, because by the people that are going to get this number are going to get at 3. If you get it at 2.5, then I give you tips. So I will be writing that up after we're off stream.
My boy, no one works harder in the DGen business than this guy right here, fellas. Big Dale, Dale. All right, boys. Last game of the week, Monday night.
They call me Icy. Woof.
They call you. They got me feeling nicey. I sent you a bunch of videos on Twitter. You never replied. Did you see all those got me feeling nicey videos I sent you?
Oh, I just laughed at them. I see them.
Got me feeling nicey. Dude, John Gruden's the man. Look, it was a tough race between us and Barstool. John Gruden almost came to pushing Mongo, but obviously Barstool a little bit more money, so he went to Barstool. But dude, what a fit he's going to be. What a guy John Gruden is. If we would have landed him, dude, we would have been on top. But, we're the small fish, so we just missed out on John Gruden. I'm sure he'll look back in a few years and regret the decision, but whatever. He won't be feeling very nicey, that's for sure. All right, Baltimore, Los Angeles. Los Angeles both nights, baby. Same stadium. Same stadium is hosting. I wonder if that's ever happened. Same stadium hosting Sunday night and Monday night football. That's a good question. Because Los Angeles, so we got the Rams Sunday night, right again. They got to tear up that field. Dude, people at SoFi are going to be earning their paychecks this week. That is for goddamn sure. And I've worked at a venue here for a while for a union when I was like 19 years old, building stages and stagehanding and stuff like that. So I've built an ice hockey rink, and I've seen them change over for basketball and like change the court over for another team. That shit takes forever. So I can only imagine what it's going to be like to have to roll up turf, roll out another turf. I mean, unless they're able to somehow paint over this stuff, but I doubt it. So So that's going to be they're going to be working overtime in LA, that's for sure. But almost $100 in ticket price difference. $150 to go see this Sunday night game, $65 to go see Monday night. Baltimore, Los Angeles. Ravens looking good. Obviously, Ravens have been hot. We are actually, it's kind of crazy. We're witnessing the downfall of Justin Tucker live, which, rest in piss, Justin Tucker. It's good to see. Even though he's one of the greats, it's always nice to just not, you don't have to watch him just tear ass anymore. And that's good. Ravens are, what the fuck did Ravens do last week?
They lost to the Steelers in that.
That's right.
Very physical AFC.
Oh yeah, I'm
North
looking
game.
at week 10 here. What the fuck am I doing? I'm looking at week 10. Yeah, that's right. Damn, I've been probably looking at the wrong shit for the last two fucking games. We're looking at week 10. All right. Yeah, so they lose against Pittsburgh 18-16. That's the field goal game for fucking Boswell. Just ridiculous that he was able to kick that many field goals and be accurate, but whatever. So Ravens are proving to be, look, they're who I think they are. I really think that they can be dominant and everything, but the Browns game, this game, they're when it comes down to it, this team just loves to beat themselves. So, but that's not one of these games. Los Angeles, they played good last week. Ladd McConkey had a good game. Obviously the Bengals game was a really good game, but give me Baltimore here. I think Baltimore is 50.5 is way high. But I don't know. You just saw Baltimore, or you just saw them put up all those points on the Bengals, and the Ravens can put up a lot of points. So I think if the Ravens end up going down early here, you're going to see them try to play a lot of catch up. So I do think I like Baltimore here. I'm gonna do Baltimore -3, with not a lot of confidence, because you're right, they do play like shit on the road.
I'm just gonna blindly tail you, Nick. I think you said it about perfectly. No confidence. By the way, if anybody hasn't heard, it's the Harbaugh Bowl.
Oh yeah, Harbaugh Bowl. That's right. The brothers.
You know about this.
The brethren.
The brothers. We also have a touchdown, Ohio. So pending extra point, it is 21-7. Still got some touchdown wiggle room, so we're okay.
That's what we call Maction action, baby. Maction action, and we've got it here. We're making money on Maction every Tuesday and Wednesday. Who's betting Maction? We fucking are.
Do you remember when we bet Miami of Ohio -30.5 and you questioned me?
Nope.
You were right, but that's not the point.
Don't remember that. Maction action, baby. Tuesdays and Wednesdays, undefeated action, baby. Best football you're going to see. It's the best football you're going to see, boys. Look at that. We just killed Dale.
Yeah, you killed me with the Maction.
You sound like nonsense Keith Peterson. All right, so we all took Baltimore. We took Baltimore. He's taking the under. 50.5 is a lot. So that's week 12, boys. Front office said he's going to send you his picks. I told him not even to try to worry about it. I mean, we're fucking, oh shit. Oh shit.
Whoa. What's going on?
What are we doing here? We just got crazy up in here. Tingles, bringing the meat. Let's look at the Cavs. Cavs won by 28, 128-100. Fuck the Pelicans, even though, like I said, they straight up had not even G League. Like I said, they hired some Denny's workers to work that game tonight. That's crazy that they had that many players on injury. Before we hop out of here, I do want to let's pull up these Mongo money lines. We'll take a gander. Let's take a gander. I brought cake for dessert. You sure did.
Bless your heart.
Like you said, we just had Ohio just scored. So 21-7 Ohio. Philly is looking like they're going to piss us off. -2.5. Who knows? Maybe. I mean, they're down by 9. So we're still third quarter. So maybe they have a big fourth. Who knows? And then we're rooting. We're all Kevin Durant fans here. We are all Phoenix Suns fans tonight. We need them to win by 5. New York's kind of looking shaky. So who knows? New York could lose by 5. Karl Anthony Towns has been balling in New York, but they are definitely kind of like middle of the road right now. So I like this bet. Let's go ahead and lock these in, guys. If you guys haven't already, get this one locked in. And then, like I said, if you guys follow us on here, boys, it might be too late for these numbers, but if you just follow us on Mongo Money Lines, you're going to get early bets and you're going to get descriptions on why we bet those. So make sure you guys head over to Action Network and give us a follow on the app or on your computer. They've got a website. Just look for the green check mark. I keep trying to tag them and stuff, and they don't show us any love. But one day they will, because one day we're going to be the biggest, not the biggest, but we're going to be a pretty prominent sports show. I know it. So one day that we're going to get our respect, and they're going to be like, damn, dude, Nick was messaging us all those times for anybody else. I'm like, yeah, dude, you ignored us. You kicked me in the dirt. But it is what it is. So it is what it is. Same thing with like Gruden. Gruden had to go to Barstool. I know he wanted to come to Pushing Mongo, but it is what it is. All right, guys. It's your episode. That's your Wednesday. That's your hump day episode, fellas. That's it's been a good day, good Wednesday, good day overall. Getting cold here in the Midwest. I don't like that. I can't complain though. Dale's getting snow up there. Dale says he's getting how many inches of snow?
They're talking between 6 to 12 inches of snow starting tomorrow and going right through Sunday. So
yeah,
we're gonna get hammered.
Disgusting.
It's gonna be great.
So
Winter's
Tingles and I just got cold weather in Franks. We're just dealing with it. Just getting a little chilly. It's still on the fifth, snowing here tonight too. What the fuck? Is it going to snow in St. Louis? I don't know. I'll check. But I do know that it's getting chillier. The nice days, I think, are gone. It's starting to be like 50s and the 30s and the 50s and stuff. So hang in there. Winter is coming. So hopefully you guys stay warm out there. But yeah, thank you guys for joining us, man. It's been a great day. Tomorrow we'll be back. Tomorrow, maybe. I'm going to I'm going to go live at some point tomorrow. I am getting Shan and I have our brand new couch being delivered tomorrow. I thought for sure. Very exciting, but I thought this was going to be like a daytime thing, a morning daytime thing. They texted us today and said anywhere between 5 p.m. and 6:45 p.m. And I'm like, you guys you're fucking terrible. You guys are dog shit for that. So I was truly thinking that like we would move. Our plan was to get off here and move all of our shit tonight. So then like tomorrow when I'm at work, she took off all day. She took off all day tomorrow to be here. And scheduled a appointment at 5 p.m. because she's like, well, that's enough. Takes off all day. So now they're not coming. She took off for nothing, basically, because by the time they get here, she's going to have to go to work. But we were going to get all this stuff, situated so she could stay home tomorrow. They'd get it set up. I'd come home to a brand new fucking couch. But that is not the case. I'm going to come in tomorrow. I'm not even going to move my shit tonight because I'm not trying to not have anywhere to sit for the next fucking, fucking whatever day or so. Yeah, shout out Gino. What happened to him? Is he okay? He die? Oh, sets all-time record. Yeah, dude, UConn is a force, baby. When you said that kind of worried me. Gino, baby, UConn women's head coach, dude. If you guys don't know who that is, they are UConn's women basketball might be one of the most dominant teams ever. And you are
correct.
He is, big part of that. So shout out to Gino for setting the records tonight for NCAA all-time records. That's pretty sick. I'll make a post about that here in a little bit. That's pretty cool. Yeah, guys, make sure you guys have a good rest of your day. I don't even know what were we just talking about? What was I just saying a second ago? Oh, the couch. Yeah, so the couch. So tomorrow, we'll see if I go live tomorrow. I will go live tomorrow. I don't know if it'll be right after work. I might try to squeeze a stream in right after work, an hour and a half. Might be able to do that. And then go get the couch. But if not, it'll be after the couch gets here. So tomorrow we'll go over what's going on. It might be, who knows, might even be during the game. If it's during the game, we'll hang out for a little bit. We'll watch a little bit of the Thursday night game. I mean, the Browns are playing, so it should be good. AFC North football. So maybe we'll just do that. Maybe we'll just do Thursday night football for a little bit. So, but you guys, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys hit that follow button. Live on Twitch, second day on Twitch. We're now live on Twitch, boys. Twitch, Kick, YouTube every single day. Trying to decide if YouTube is like, if we should go live on YouTube every day, or if we should just like go live on Kick and Twitch and then cut the show up and put it on YouTube. So I'm still trying to figure it out. But Kick and Twitch, 100% going forward, live on both. So if you guys are on Kick, give us a follow. We need to get our Kick followers back up. We kind of hit a stall, kind of hit the break. We kind of hit a curb here on Kick. So let's get the Kick followers back up. Let's get those subscriptions rolling. Let's get on Twitch. Let's get some Twitch followers, man. We got 5 already, which is obviously not great, but let's get those rolling in. hopefully make a home here on Twitch and hopefully get bigger on Twitch than on Kick. So I know Twitch is the big daddy, so we are finally here. So Twitch, make sure you guys hit that follow button down below, show some love, tell friends and family about us. Like I said today, I made a post today. If you are a sports fan and you don't have cable, you don't have internet, but your friend has a hotspot, or you just steal internet, we are your fucking sports show. So tell your friends about us. Tell your broke friends about us. If they can't watch ESPN, flip the channel to Pushing Mongo. We got you covered on all the news. Follow us on the socials. Scan that QR code up top. Every trade, every signing, every injury, we're posting about it. You're getting notified about it, so we're on top of it. We are not fucking missing anything. DGen Nation is what this is. So you guys have a good rest of your Thursday, man. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Follow us on all of our socials. Action Network, at Mongo Moneylines. You guys have a good rest of your night.